Welcome to Breezy. Let's talk about Incognito Apply, a blind hiring tool that hides applicants' personal info in the first stage of your hiring process. Incognito Apply anonymizes a candidate's application and resume as soon as they apply through your career portal or a job board. Details like their name, photo, location, and pronouns are replaced with generic terms or placeholders. With this info hidden, your hiring team can focus on the applicant's qualifications rather than their identity to decide whether or not to advance them in the hiring process. Incognito only affects your applied stage. As long as a candidate stays in that stage, their info stays hidden and some functions are disabled. For example, you'll see the candidate's redacted resume and application, and match score if you have it enabled, but you won't be able to contact them, send questionnaires or assessments, run background checks, or fill out a scorecard. In order to keep the candidate's info under wraps, you won't be able to include a questionnaire with your application form, and most stage actions will be disabled on your applied stage. You'll still be able to send an acknowledgement message, but it will be sent from a no-reply address. Anyone on the hiring team can view the candidate's filtered profile, but it takes a hiring manager to move the candidate to another stage in order to reveal their original details. Incognito Apply is a subscription that can be added to any Breezy plan. An admin can add the feature from their billing page. Or, anyone who can create and edit a position can buy the subscription the first time it's enabled on a job. Just look for the Incognito Apply option at the top of the pipeline. Click the switch to enable and follow the prompts to confirm your purchase. Once the subscription is active, you can enable Incognito Apply in a position's settings when you're creating or editing a job, or right from the pipeline. Remember, there are a few things that work differently when Incognito Apply is enabled on a job, so be sure to plan ahead before you flip the switch. For starters, you won't be able to include a questionnaire with your application, so if there's info you need to collect early on, set up a stage action to send your questionnaire on the next stage, like interviewing. Speaking of stage actions, most of those won't trigger in your applied stage, so if you want to set up certain automations or send a thank you email that the candidate can respond to, be sure to set those up in a later stage too. Another thing to keep in mind, depending on how they're formatted, applicants' cover letters may not be fully redacted. You may want to disable those on your application to make sure no personal info slips through. Anyone on the hiring team can check out profiles from the pipeline or the applicants list. Just click on an applicant's card to review the resume and application info. Their photo and identifying details will be hidden, and certain profile functions will be disabled, like questionnaires, messaging, and scorecards. When a hiring manager moves the candidate to a different stage, stage actions will be triggered as usual, and all the hidden candidate info will be revealed. The profile will be fully functional, so you can work with questionnaires, assessments, messaging, interview scheduling, all the stuff you're used to. That's all there is to it. You're ready to pick up your regular workflow in the pipeline and candidate profiles. In order to keep candidates' info secure, some things work a little differently with Incognito Apply enabled. Be sure to keep these things in mind. Incognito filtering only works on applications that come through your career portal, job boards, or a direct link to the position. Candidates added manually, via email, or with a resume upload won't be filtered. You won't be able to include a custom questionnaire with your application form. You can send a questionnaire in the next stage of your pipeline with a stage action if you need to collect extra info. Info and cover letters may not be fully hidden. You can disable cover letters on your application form to be sure nothing slips through. Most stage actions will be disabled on your applied stage. You can still send a message to acknowledge an application, but the candidate won't be able to reply to it. And lastly, Incognito Apply is powered by AI, which is awesome, but not always perfect. It's possible that some candidates' PII may slip through our filters. Learn more at help.breezy.hr.